Hello everybody and welcome. In this video today we're going to take a look at some of the August to September Sale-A-Bration 2021 products that are out from Stampin' Up. These products you earn for free with a $90 purchase from any Stampin' Up demonstrator. $90 Australian, it's different in every market. Hello and welcome. My name is Tatiana. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia and also part of the 2021 Artisan Design team. I have my little Miss Helper today because we are all at home, stuck quarantined, waiting for COVID results. We feel fine now. Just some mild coughs that meant that we got tested. So you'll see her little hands and voice as well. So let's flip down as so. Okay, you're good to come in now, sweetheart. And these are the Sale-A-Bration products that I have on hand already. One of the perks being a demonstrator is that I got to order last month and get these, but one of the perks of being a mum is that I haven't had time to touch them. Oh, please don't bump the table. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
There we go. So, hey Tanya. Okay, so one of the items is this very sparkly paper.
That was nice.
You like that? Okay. Just too close. It's called the Bedazzled and it's 6x6. So let's cut that open. And
Have a closer look.
Yes, to have a closer look, that's right. Plus we will use a sheet in our project today. There we go. It is very sparkly.
Yeah.
And apparently you can feel let's see, this one's got shimmer paint in it, but the point is you can add to a spritzer some alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and some re-inker, and then you can color one of these. I don't know if we'll do that. Today we might just keep it as is. I'm curious. It's quite thick, so it's cardstock. Like, it's not the same thickness as DSP. It's thicker. It sounds cardboardy. Can you hear that? Anyway, moving on. Now we've got, yes, beautifully penned DSP, and this coordinates with the hand penned. So hand penned has its own DSP, and now we have this beautifully penned, and we have one, two, three different designs with this paper. And
they're all black and white.
Yes, they're all black and white. So let's
and a
flip
little
to the
bit
other.
grey.
And then this is all more hand pendish.
This one's my favourite.
That one's, I've got to say that one also appeals to me, though I quite like this one too.
Yeah, that one's a nice too.
Thinking, how can we use this? And then, could you stop wiggling the table, please?
Okay.
And then, these aren't the only products available as Sale-A-Bration. These are the ones I've got. And this one really intrigues me. Textures and frames. It's a photopolymer stamp set. And it's got these fun little textures and frames, basically. And I thought it'd be nice to use 3 of these. Stop bumping the table, please. Don't lean on the table, sweetheart. This isn't the best chair, a rolly chair.
Yeah.
So I was thinking we'll bring out the hand penned, and I was thinking we could create 3 stripes of colour behind that. And yeah, anyway, we shall experiment. I've got an idea, but not an idea. So the first thing I want to try is to see how the sparkly paper die cuts. So let's put all of that to the side, and that will fit.
That'll look nice with those flowers.
So first thing is we'll grab mini Bailey, and we're going to cut this into 3 inches because 3 inches fits quite nicely into the mini Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. Mine is nicknamed Mini Bailey because I am so creative in the navy department. And Well, my old Big Shot was called Bailey, and then when I got my Stamp and Cut Emboss machine, I couldn't think of any bigger and better name, so I called.
Bailey looks nice anyway.
I called the big Stamp and Cut Emboss machine Bailey, and then, well, since there's the mini Bailey just made sense. Okay, so I'm fitting those both on, putting my cutting plate on top. And running that through. How is everyone going? Tanya, I know you're in lockdown. Anyone else watching from a lockdown area? I hope you're all coping well. Oh, that's something I should mention. Nominate someone. Let me know. Because we need to send some sunshine around at these fun COVID days. This is slightly tough die cutting, can I just say. Anyway, so nominate someone to receive, no, I'll do this. Receive this card. You don't have to mention their name or hand out their private details over the internet right now, but as long as you think they'll be comfortable with you sharing with me their postal address, just say you'd like to nominate your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your cousin, whatever, whoever, and just give me a little reason why, and your nomination could be selected to get this card in the mail. Okay, so that's that outline. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's so nice.
Spritz, spritz, spritz. I wonder if we could colour it, you know, with the blends.
Maybe.
Not with the blends, with the blending brushes.
I think it'll just appear. Maybe just.
Okay, and let's see. Ooh!
Whoa.
I didn't think this would die cut intricate things. To be honest, I didn't think... Intricate. We'll see how these edges have lots of details and intricate.
Oh, yeah.
That is intricate. And I didn't think that the die cutting would work with this sparkle paper. What was it called? Bedazzled?
Yeah, bedazzled.
Bedazzled. But, my goodness, it does work.
Really well.
Really well. You're right. Really well. And I really like.
Same.
So, okay, my idea's slightly changed, but
That's
for
okay.
the better. So I flipped it to the back. I know this bit's boring. If you're watching the recording, feel free to fast forward. Just poking out all these. I've turned it to the back. Jeez, can't speak. I've been home since Sunday. Turned it to the back so that I can see all the bits that have die cut a lot easier than from the front. And hey, Elfie, how's it going? Do you remember going to the zoo with Elfie and Anastasia?
No.
No, we took Elfie to the Featherdale Zoo when we lived in Sydney.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Oh, well, she's watching and she's just said hello.
Yeah, I can see that.
She's watching right before bedtime. What's it like there at the moment, Elfie? We're having a bit of a COVID wave at the moment in New South Wales, or specifically Sydney, and then other parts. Newcastle. Lismore's in lockdown. So anyway, there's the...
Whoa.
How cool is that it die cut quite well? And I thought all those bits would pop away. You know, all those little dazzling bits, but they don't. They die cut through quite nicely. Anyway, pleasant surprise.
I wonder what that'll look like on that.
Well, that'll be too much. Ooh, what if we coloured the back one?
Yeah,
Let's do some experimenting. Oh, you were thinking of doing that.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to bring in the other. Just grabbing some
paper.
grid paper. That would be clever and pull it out, but not needed to flip it. Flip the cover. I wish I jumped on this bandwagon a long time ago. Okay, what colour? Little Miss, you can pick today.
Yeah.
I'll just pink, blue, green, yellow, red, and then I'll do the...
Maybe this colour.
No, just, you want reds, do you?
Yeah.
I don't know about reds.
Maybe a blue.
A blue, oh. Bermuda Bay.
Oh, yeah.
Our favourite colour. Let's try this. Okay. What I am going to do, without you bumping the table, is... Okay. I'm going to run and get the masking tape from the kitchen because, you know, that's where you keep it. Right back.
Bye-bye. That's quick.
Yes. Normally I keep it in the craft room. Hey, Joan. Nice to... Well, I don't see you, but nice of you to pop in. Okay, so I've grabbed a piece of masking tape.
Why would you need masking tape?
And I've rolled it in half so that I can...
Oh, that makes sense now.
So that's attached to my grid paper so that I'm not putting my fingers on it.
Yeah, so it's not
And that it's not going to
moving
move
everywhere.
it. Exactly. And...
That just works.
It does work quite well, I think. Hold on.
Yeah, no.
Can I
How do you do that?
zoom in? We'll need quite a few
Yeah.
layers. And I'm going to try
Definitely.
to make it darker
Dark shiny.
on the top there. So the suggestion in the Sale-A-Bration brochure
that looks so
was
good.
to use Stampin' Spritzers, but I can't be bothered getting one out. Whereas my blending brushes are always out.
Yep.
To make sure we get some colour.
I can't really see it on the screen.
Okay. Well, it is working in real life, can't you?
Yeah, it's definitely working in real life.
There we go. We've got confirmation it's working in real life. Plus, you probably can't tell the difference because we've got the background all Bermuda Bayed. But,
Oh, I see the difference way more now.
so now that I add the other piece on top,
That looks so nice.
I would like that darker. Let's see if we can get it.
A little bit darker, which
Yes.
is always a little bit nicer.
And can you, I'll give you a little job to do.
Oh, yay.
I've got my colour coach here. And can you find the colour coach that says Bermuda Bay on the top, please?
Bermuda Bay. How do you spell Bermuda? Oh,
Bermuda Bay is Ber, B-E-R.
I'll just look for the word bay.
No, that one's, no, just at the top. That one says Night of Navy, so
Oh.
find the Bermuda Bay one.
Okay, I get it.
She is growing up quickly. Elfie has said that she remembers picking... no, you didn't pick her up from school, did you? From preschool? Did you go to the preschool to pick her up? Can't remember. I remember the zoo.
I look for the word...
So, for those who are just, you know, privy into this conversation...
Found Bermuda Bay.
Thank you, sweetheart. Elfie is a demonstrator in Canada, and she came to Australia and we connected. Good work.
That's way nicer.
Way nicer.
Definitely.
And she met my kids, obviously. And we went to the zoo together. We had lots of... You don't remember? I'll have to show you some pictures.
Thank you.
Let's
Jog my
see.
memory.
Okay. Well, that's as far as I'm going to go with that.
Yeah. No, that looks lovely.
And then I've got to say the masking tape came in handy. And look at that. Beautiful. If it wasn't on grid paper.
That
Let's
kind of
see.
looks cool in the grid paper.
It does look cool on the grid paper.
There's a little hole for my colour.
Okay, let's see. Now we've got the colour coach out. I might just zoom back out. Oops, that's zooming in. There we go. Now the colour coach, I thought to give us some inspiration for what colours to combine with this.
So it shows colours nice with
And let's see, crumb cake and blushing bride.
Plum.
Crumb cake.
Never heard of that.
Yes, you have. Okay.
Can't remember.
Let's see. I'm thinking stripes might go best. I don't know what to do now.
Maybe this
Or
also.
the leaves. I think
Yeah.
that's too busy. No, that's too busy.
Too busy.
Too busy. Or we
Probably
can...
stripes. Stripes.
go with one of the other sides. So let's go with the dots.
Random placed dots. No, they're definitely not random placed.
Yeah.
That's what
Okay, thinking. Oh, sorry. You loving the colour coach? My colour coach, I mean, it's available. The information for the colour coach, hold on, I think I can zoom out a bit more. The information for the colour coach is available to every demonstrator in the demonstrator login area. But mine was put together by a demonstrator in the US, Sandra, I think it was.
What's the colour coach used for?
Is it, her name is completely Sandra Flower. Yeah, Sandra. Beautiful lady. And she was so kind to send it to me. Even though I could make one myself, but it's amazing. So she's cut all the bits out, and then look at that. Look at all that work she's put in. Amazing.
Yeah, something like that right there.
Yes, but
you
bit
made
different.
it.
But I've never updated it with the in colours. Anyway, then I'm going to. I'm going to cut that. Could you, Jojo? I'm going to just measure. So, firstly, cut that the same. There is rhyme and reason to my thinking, but. So I'm marking 5 centimeters and 5 centimeters. And now I'm going to cut on an angle of 5 centimeters. So I've got, I could make 2 cards. Yes, they're both centimeters. And to bring in more crumb cake, we're going to bring back our
crumb cake
paper there. And I'm going to bring in
crumb cake. I thought crumb cake was a brown. Oh, it is.
It's okay, neutral. And I'm going to change the colour of our DSP. So this DSP is really fun because of its neutrality. You could colour both sides.
Oh, yeah.
And change the colour. I don't have patience to give it a nice dark coat of crumb cake.
I think that's a nice crumb cake colour.
It's definitely more crumb cakey. And what we'll do is use crumb cake cardstock. Card base.
Nice.
And then we're going to bring in some Blushing Bride.
Oh, yeah,
So we will bring in some Blushing Bride into this.
I wonder.
Ooh, I've got an idea.
Good. I love ideas.
You love ideas. Totally going off the cuff, like you're totally, absolutely seeing my full design process in this video.
Good.
I generally have.
How it is like my now, Mama.
Thank you, sweetheart. I generally have some sort of idea of what I want to do, but today my idea extended to I want to use these products. Okay, so we could use either crumb cake base, which is this one, or we can bring in the Blushing Bride at this point.
I think probably Blushing Bride.
I'm thinking crumb cake. Have a piece
Because we haven't used Blushing Bride yet.
We will. Don't you worry. Me happy. Okay, so this is how I prep my cardstock. I score it halfway, which is 14.8. And then I cut halfway the other way at 10.5. And that creates my 2 card bases.
And you can use either one.
I can use either one. I have another one prepped for another time, which is handy.
Even if it's in a long time away.
Yeah. Now I'm thinking, is that ribbon in the new catalogue Blushing Bride?
Yeah, that looks nice.
It is. Woohoo!
Yay.
So this is in the July to December mini catalogue. And it is the Blushing Bride frayed grass green ribbons. We'll definitely incorporate that into our card today. Let's see.
Wow, that looks really good.
Okay, we're happy with that.
Yes, definitely.
Now we need to, I want to incorporate this into it. And
pen
need a sentiment.
petals.
Thanks. I think we'll use the thanks sentiment.
Yeah. That's a tiny bit bigger than the cardstock. Why not?
And there's no sentiment labels, but what I was thinking, I did initially think that we could do a scalloped edge.
Oh, that would look nice.
In Blushing Bride. So
Oh, yes.
oh yes, I'm told. Oh yes. Okay.
That already has a pink color on it.
The stamp. Okay, look. Oh no. Yes. Oh, hold on. Will it fit across? Yes. So I found a piece of Blushing Bride that is long enough. Now, if you look at the die, let that focus. Come on, focus. There we go. If you look at the die, you've got the scalloped edge and you've got some stitching, but it doesn't cut the cardstock further down. So you can have your cardstock at any length. Cool. So I'm lining up the scallops
Oh no.
to the edge of the cardstock.
And putting some sticky tape on top.
Putting these little post-it note slip things so that it stays in place while I die cut it.
With Mini Bailey.
With Mini Bailey. But where is plate 2?
Plate 2 with Bailey. I hope it works. It'll probably would.
Of course it will work. Why wouldn't it work?
I don't know.
Perfect.
The sticky tape ruined it.
Nope. And now what I can do is place that right underneath.
Then chop off that tiny bit.
What I'll do is use some Terran tape.
Terran tape. That's called Terran tape.
Yes, it's called Terran tape.
It's grey. Oh no, it's white.
No,
Looks grey on
it's
this side.
double-sided. Where are my tapes? There they are.
So that you can get off the other side.
Pull it off.
So that you can get the little thingy-mabobby.
Line it up nice and evenly.
So that's always nice.
And do love this mini trimmer, which was a joining offer. Recently. So we lived in the other house. Yeah, so currently there is a joining offer as well. You don't get a little mini trimmer, but you do get a free bundle. So if you join my team, you can get $235 worth of free, not free, for $169 you can get $235 worth of Stampin' Up products, and then you can pick an additional free bundle. So the bundles range in cost from, I think they start around $60. And then
60?
You can get, so I would need to check if the bundles were only from the...
How do you add those pictures?
Not now, Anastasia. So here you can see this is a screenshot from the Sale-A-Bration catalogue, and it lists the bundles available from the July to December mini catalogue. Though it doesn't seem to be very clear, and I can't zoom into that. But those are your options, but I thought they'd listed prices there, but they didn't. That's all right. Let's just keep on going. So we've got the flowers here. We might actually move that up a bit. So what I'm going to do is adhere this down. Good covering. Well done, sweetheart. And that glue's got... Okay, so I'm trying to add the glue to the bits that are a little bit thicker. Ideally, I would have used the adhesive back sheet if I had thought, but I actually hadn't thought that this would work. So I didn't want to waste the adhesive sheet on that.
Adhesive sheet.
Adhesive sheet is a sheet of glue, a bit like the tear and tape, but bigger.
Oh,
Which
I
I
don't
could
know
have stuck.
what you have. What you're talking about.
Which I could have stuck on the back of that before I die cut, so that it would have glue basically on the back.
Oh, to make it easy?
Yeah. Here, I'm just going to use this block back to the side.
Thanks.
And I wanted to bring this one in. So I had initially thought of using this in the background, but let's use these splatters. Oh,
I like the splatters.
you like the splatters? You always forget the adhesive sheets. I tell you to buy or to use, because that's, you know, two different stories. I could forget to buy things. That's why I ask. Ooh. Bringing in the grid paper so that I can that'll go there. And I want my ink splats kind of
around the flower.
So I want one there. And I'm going to use crumb cake, so it's crumb cake on crumb cake. But I'm going to stamp off once.
I don't think they'll be that bright though.
I don't want it bright.
Oh, not bright, not bright. I thought it wouldn't show up.
It will.
Yeah.
If you want it to be darker, you wouldn't stamp off first. You would use the first generation ink. But I didn't want it to be super...
I think it looks like how you did it.
Super obvious.
No, it's crumb cake.
I wanted it to kind of...
It looks nice how it is.
Yep. I'm happy with that. And now we
Yeah,
can add a
that's
few more. Oh,
Crumb cake splatters.
a few more. Love this stamp set. I can't believe I haven't used it yet.
We could do one there maybe.
Let's see.
Yeah.
This is bits I haven't
That
glued
is so
down.
good. No, that's good.
Try doing
Here, one there.
one there. And we've still got to work out where and how we're going to put the sentiment. We know what the sentiment to use. You forget to use it. So do I at times. Sorry. Love it.
Yeah, that looks good.
And we've brought in 3 different Sale-A-Bration products into this project.
I think
Isn't that
we
fun?
should glue them on.
Should now glue them on.
Yeah, because it looks really good.
I'm just working out sentiment. I think we need a sentiment level.
And then?
Or we're definitely going to use the ribbon as well.
Yeah, I thought maybe behind the flower.
Yeah, the ribbon will go somewhere behind the flower.
Where is it? What one flower blue?
Something maybe like this.
Yeah.
It's one of my favourite ribbon techniques.
I never do it like that.
You never do that, like never, ever?
No.
Oh no, not never, ever.
Because I thought you had to do it like a literal actual bow.
You could do a bow, but I'm really happy with it like that.
Yeah.
And now for the sentiment. We've already decided on the thanks.
Because thanks is nice.
And don't forget, you can vote. Well, not vote, nominate someone. I did this last year in COVID and had plenty of nominations. I'm kind of surprised that this year nobody's nominating. I'm keeping the nominations to Facebook. Just because I'm taking some time to upload it to YouTube.
Because I don't know what nomination means.
And the other thing is that I keep it open for a week. So by the time I go, well, next week's live will be when I announce the nomination winner.
Cool.
Really need a sentiment. Oh, let's see, where is that?
Where is what? Oh.
My favourite.
Oh, yeah.
This is like one of my favourite sentiment die. Even though it cuts out quite a bit at once.
Whoa,
That would look cute.
good.
But I'd need Big Bailey to use.
Those look like they're all connected. Oh, they are.
They are all connected.
So how are you supposed to only get the piece that you want?
Well, I would just cut out the piece that I want. Just stitch so sweetly, yeah. Stitch greenery, tasteful labels. Let's see.
Tasteful?
Tasteful labels is my other favourite. Oops, not that one. That would look.
That would look great.
Let's go with that one just because of the ease of cutting it. Now, what colour?
Wait, oh, what colour?
What colour cardstock?
Do you need a bag?
No. Oh. Then we could do some heat embossing. And then where would we put it?
Where would we put the things? Down there.
Feels too heavy.
What do you mean by heavy?
Visually heavy.
Me?
Put it up there. Thanks.
I think it looks a tiny bit better down.
Okay, let's try a piece of crumb cake first. For the sentiment.
What kind of sounds like we do it in
See, that's all it is. Creating is all about a trial process.
Yeah,
And luckily I found a piece of crumb cake.
Crumb cake would look best.
You think crumb cake would look best?
Because the thanks is going to be in blush and bride.
No, if we do the crumb cake sentiment label, we won't be able to stamp in Blushing Bride. It won't be
Easy to see.
easy. But we've got, I think we've got a good amount of Blushing Bride going there.
With the ribbon and the string thingy.
Ribbon and the scalloping. And I'm going to cut one out, not in Bermuda Bay, but in Crystal Cabana.
Oh, Crystal Cabana.
Let's see. Oh, is this scrap big enough? Ooh, slightly not. Don't you just love it to use up your scraps?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, people watching, don't you just love using up your scraps? Little Miss doesn't know.
I guess. So you can reuse that.
Well, it's not reusing, it's
Using stuff that
using.
haven't used, but you use that same piece.
Not wasting bits. That's.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Yeah, definitely. And if we stamp the thanks in Bermuda Bay. Oh dear. How long have we been live for? 35 minutes.
35.
I'm going to say that's not too bad.
That does not feel like 35 minutes.
Doesn't feel like 35 minutes?
It feels like 10 seconds.
10 seconds. That can kind of slot in behind as so. Woo! Yes.
Wonderful.
Wonderful, marvelous. Okay.
Now time to glue it on.
Start putting things permanently down.
So that it doesn't fiddle and wiggle and wiggle around.
What? What are you on about, my dear? And I'm going to grab envelope and a Whisper White insert.
Whisper White?
Oh, basic white. Because I pre-cut my card insides so that I don't have to cut them each time I
But
need a
basic
card.
white and Whisper White are the same.
Well, basic white has taken over Whisper White.
Yeah. But it's still only used to Whisper White because of
You could die cut another one of those from the bedazzled paper. But I'm just going to add some
I'm going to take a drink from it.
splatters inside because they were
Oh
fun
yeah,
to
that
stamp.
would be cool. Like dark, light.
And might do that to the envelope as well because they're fun to stamp.
Yeah. Can I stand the first one?
Maybe.
Yay. Because they look fun.
Now these I'm going to put on this.
Yes.
I'm going to add on.
It's popping out of the page.
Popping out of the page.
Yes, it is.
Popping up. Stampin' Dimensionals.
Would you like me to peel them back?
Sure.
Yay.
You can do that while I add the tear and tape and the ribbon. Okay. So that goes until about there.
There's a little bin hanger.
Don't worry about the bin. Just put it
On the desk?
Yep. Go cut too much.
No,
Tear
it's
and
stuck
tape.
to me. Get up it. Yeah.
Here we go. And so this is my favorite trick for ribbon, is putting down the tear and tape, then placing the ribbon down,
Why are they afraid of it?
because
You don't
I
have
can
to
now,
do a real bow.
well no, this isn't a bow in the first place anyway, but I can,
It looks like one though.
it's just a ribbon thing, but I can rearrange it if I don't like the way it looks, because it doesn't stick fully to the tear and tape, but it holds down enough with the tear and tape. And I'm waiting for
And
your
I've
piece.
done
You've finished.
Well, as soon as you said that, I'm finished.
Yay, and
Whoa!
careful.
Stop spinning. Is there a lock for the wheels?
No, there's no lock for the wheels.
Oh, some wheelchairs have locks.
That's not a wheelchair. It's a office chair. Or wheelie chair, but it's not a wheelchair. And then, if you noticed, I still have it on the spool.
Why?
Why? So that I'm not cutting off ribbon
Oh,
more
yeah.
than I need. So that was the
yeah.
only bit of waste.
That's
Just
a
that tiny bit.
Can I please see that?
No,
Oh.
you don't clean the house. There we go. And now we need to add in thanks, which worked better when I had that moved up.
Oh, that looks nice on the Bermuda. What?
That's Coastal Cabana.
Coastal Cabana.
I originally had that sitting off the edge, so I had to trim it, which would fit.
Mama, what do you prefer, Coastal Cabana or Bermuda Bay?
I actually feel like they're one, almost like one colour.
I know. I can
And-
barely tell the difference. I'm
And
just gonna have a
Bermuda Bay is the darker version of Coastal Cabana.
It is? So they're basically the same colour. Basically.
No,
But they're not.
if I was thinking properly, I would have made sure that that was more off the edge. And then,
But I think it looks great. That's gonna look nice.
that's covering the thanks.
I think it looks good with the little bits of ribbon on the fangs.
I don't mind that, but I need to get the whole thanks in.
Yeah, that fits
Just.
just.
Ideally, this would have been moved up so it gives this thanks sentiment label. You know, it's really bothering me. I need to fix it.
What are we gonna use to stick it down? Glue? Are you moving it?
Yes, I'm moving it. So I'm using the spatula end of my Take Your Pick tool.
Take your pick. How much tools is in that?
It's got a fair few different options.
I can tell. I'm guessing there's
Just,
four.
No, more.
There's more for four.
There.
I'm guessing 4 for.
And that still all pretty much has its sticky bits except for that one. So peel that one back, place that one down. Haha. There. Okay. It's my problem, not yours, but see, now the thanks can sit more onto the card than sitting right to the edge, and
Yay.
I'm a lot happier with that.
Ooh.
And yes, I will just use
Glue.
multi-purpose glue.
Multi-purpose.
Yes,
it's good multi-purpose.
Yes, it's called the multi-purpose glue. Some people call it the Tombow glue because it's Tombow brand. And some people call it the green glue. Can you take a guess why?
Because it's green.
Yes.
Obviously, that's easy, Mama.
It's too easy for my clever girl. Okay, let's... Oh. Can you please...
I can please what?
Stamp one ink splatter on
Is that
the
cookie colour? Wait,
the crumb cake.
Yeah.
Can you put it right there, please?
Okay, I just need to give it over.
You really don't need the chair. I am really happy with this. Don't roll it, just tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Yep, okay. And
Yep.
more that way. Good ink down. Go. There.
That looks nice, dark. Because light enlightens inside. Now dark. That goes real well.
So there we have it. This is my Sale-A-Bration. Though a wheelie chair is good because I can scoot you over.
I like the wheelie chair.
Excuse me, that is my Sale-A-Bration card there, using 3 of the Sale-A-Bration products. We used the Bedazzled paper. We used the, it's hand penned? No, what was it called? Beautifully penned paper. And the,
I thought it was hand penned paper.
well, the other paper. Textures and Frames stamp set. All available with
everything that we showed.
Thank you, Jenny. Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed. Okay, I'm going to flip. So all of those products you can earn for free for $90 with a $90 order, each one for a $90 order. And I will pop my shopping link into the video description. I do have a customer loyalty program. So for every $50 you spend with me, you get a sticker, collect 10 stickers, and receive a $50 product or a products to the value of $50 as a thank you and a reward for continuing to support me in my little stamping adventure. Remember that there is a good joining offer as well, so you get $235 worth of products plus a free bundle, which ranges in prices from about $60 or $70 to $100 and something dollars. So, you know, really good. No, not $100 and something, to about $100. So that's an extra value for all for $169. And that is valid till the 30th of September. So if you're watching this video after that, I'm sorry, but please contact me anyway. I'm sure there's another joining offer around the corner. Thank you so much for joining me, and have a creative week. Bye for now.